Hi, good evening. Monday evening's yoga class about to get going with me, Laurence. So if you're just joining me, then grab yourself perhaps a glass of water. Make sure you got your mat. Maybe a little towel. I might need a little towel. I got a little bit warm last time. I've got a few new exercises to try. So yeah, I'm just going to grab a towel and then I'll see you back here in a minute or two. I've got the window open this evening, so hopefully it won't be too noisy out there. Helicopters going up the river or the birds going crazy. So we're about 30 seconds away and then we'll get started. Okay, if you're joining this class for the first time, hopefully some of the my regular gang are there. Many of you are. A lot of the movements will be the same. A lot of the sequences will be a lot of the same as we often do. There's a few new things to try out this evening. So we'll get started now. So we're going to start top of the mat, mountain pose, Tadasana. Things as ever to think about are the alignment of the spine, nice straight back, head up, shoulders back, and trying to deepen that breath. Nice, steady inflow and outflow, and paying particular attention to that exhale. So going beyond your normal exhale, so that when you inhale, it's fresh, new air, as opposed to regurgitating your old air. Okay, standing in mountain pose, we're just going to do simple arm raise 3 times above the head as to get that breath and oxygen flowing around the body. So inhale, hands come all the way out, reach up nice and high, almost lifting the heels off the floor, trying to get your shoulder blades to touch this, and slightly tipping back, and then exhale. And as you exhale the arms down, really pull the belly button towards the spine. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Reach all the way up nice and tall. Exhale. Arms down by side. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale. Arms down by side. Okay, the next exercise is warming us up, but also a little balancing. I'll demonstrate first. So we're going to go back into a high extended lunge, pressing the palms together, nice straight leg at the back, trying to get this front leg nice and low. Then when you come forward, you can touch the knee down, or you can just lift it straight up. And we're going into kind of a heron pose, standing heron. You're going to have the arms out to the side. So they've got the option of tapping down, or just, if you can, from here, coming up and bringing the arms out to the side. We're going to do that 3 times on each side. So let's give that a go. Standing nice and tall. Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale. As you exhale, step back into lunge. Press the palms together. Remember, try and keep the shoulders stacked over your hips. Again, a nice stretch. Nothing too far. Just bending this front leg, straightening the back leg, and then inhale. And as you exhale, either come forward and touch that right foot down, or bring it all the way through and arms out to the side. Bring that knee up as high as you can. Work the stomach muscles, balance, get that knee up, and then all the way back. 2. And then number 2, leg forward and up. Bring that knee as high as you can, pull the belly button in. Leg back again for our 3rd extended lunge with the right leg going back and the right knee coming all the way as high as you can, lift up, arms out to the side. Great. Drop it down, shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, exhale, step that left back leg back into your extended lunge. Watch your balance. Press those palms firmly together in front of your chest. Really stretch that left leg back and straighten it. And then we're going to either just bring it forward, tap it down, arms come out and lift that knee up as high as you can. Be like, mind you, Kung Fu Karate Kid. See that? Number 2, really extend that left leg back. Remember, try and keep the head and shoulders up. Head, shoulders back, head up. Number 2, all the way up in one fluid movement if you can. Lift that leg up and get those hands, arms out to the side. That's number 2. Nice stretch back again. And all the way forward, lift that leg up. And rest it down. Okay, so what we're now going to do, talk you through the same thing. We're going to lift that, take that right leg back, and we're going to drop the knee down in that extended lunge. Just carefully, just put that knee down. You've got any knee pain, be a little bit careful. Now, I want you to tip the torso forward, drop the hands down to the floor, and then you're going to straighten that front leg, and you're dropping the head down towards the shin. So it might be that you just sort of feel the stomach resting on the thing. Pull the toes towards you a bit as you push back into that stretch. Nice. And then we're going to come forward, back to that extension, lift back up into that hand position, and then back up to the front. Same thing, one of those on the other side. So we're taking that left leg all the way back. Initially, that extended lunge that you were just in. Then we drop the knee down to the floor, hands come down to the floor, and then I want you to push back, hips come back, straighten that front right leg, and then drop that head down. If you're feeling very flexible today, you may get that head, all the way down to the shin. Just fold as far down as you feel like you're getting a nice stretch, but we're just warming up at the moment, so don't do anything that is more than a nice stretch. All we're after. Okay, so pushing forward, lift that left knee up, bring those hands together, and bring yourself back up. We're going to do one more of those on each side. So inhale, exhale, just stepping back, that extended lunge, pressing the palms firmly together, then drop that knee down to the floor, hands come down to the floor, take the heels back and drop the head down. Maybe this time you're getting a fraction further than you did the first time. Now exhale, push forward again, you're back up into that extended leg lunge, palms together, and then step that forward and up. Lovely. Second time, the left hand side, step that leg back, just bring yourself to a moment of stillness, spine nice and upright. Breathe here, and then exhale, drop that knee to the floor, hands come down to the floor, you fold forward, and then take the hips back as you straighten that front right leg and drop the head down towards the floor. Feeling that stretch all the way up through the back of the leg and into the back. Again, don't force this, let gravity do its work with the torso. Keep breathing. Lovely. Bend that front leg, and we're pushing forward, up through our extended lunge, and then back up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Lovely. So we'll just flow through 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, and then that'll be our warm-up done for this class. Okay, so standing nice and tall. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees as much as you need to get the hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up, fingertips. Exhale, step or jump back into plank. Drop down, hover just above the floor, tuck those elbows in nice and tight. Push forward, flatten the feet on the floor. Inhale, head up, shoulders back. Don't arch the back too much as we warm up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So pedal the feet left and right. Splay the hands nice and wide. Take that nose down and back, but don't overdo it. Push it. Trying to get the hips up nice and high.
And keep breathing. Probably on about the third exhale, and then 5 in total. On the 5th exhale, looking forward between the hands, and then step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale. Arms down by the side. Second round of Surya Namaskar. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up, come to your fingertips. Exhale, step or jump back into plank. Drop down to the floor, hover just above the floor with those elbows back and tucked into the body. Then push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. And then exhale into that down dog. So perhaps come onto your tiptoes initially, get the hips as high as you can, and then take the shoulders back and down. The hips stay up nice and high, and you're gently pushing those heels towards the floor. But again, we're warming up, so we don't want to push the Achilles tendon too much. We don't want to overstretch the calf at this stage. And still pedal left and right if you need to warm up them up. Nice big breath. Remember, full exhale all the way. Pull that belly button towards the spine as you exhale. On your 5th exhale, you're looking forward between the hands, and then step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up, fingertips. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale. Hands go all the way up. Exhale. Hands down by the side. One more round of Surya Namaskar A, and we'll just try and flow with the breath as we do this. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge the hips, hands on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, drop down to the floor. Check that angle. Inhale, push up. Up dog. Exhale, push back. 5 breaths here. Okay, on the 5th exhale, looking forward between the hands, and then step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees, hands flat on that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees slightly, and then inhale. Hands go all the way up. Exhale. Hands down by your side. Lovely. So we're going to go back to our lunge, extended lunge that we were doing before, but we're going to add a twist in this time. So, standing at the top of the mat, inhale, and then exhale, step that right leg back, so left leg forward. You're in that, press the palms firmly together in front of the chest. Try and straighten that back leg as much as you can. And then inhale here, and then what we're going to do is exhale, hinge forward at the hips, and at the same time, twisting the torso, taking that right elbow past the left knee. So you can, if you like, you've got options here. You can drop that knee down to the floor, if you like. Drop that right knee down to the floor, if that's more comfortable. Or for a slightly more advanced position, you can keep it extended. Either way, you're then going to try, take that right hand down towards the floor. If you can, it's going to be on the outside of that left knee. Otherwise, if that's uncomfortable, bring that hand inside the leg. And then what we're looking to do is to continue that twisting of the torso. So we're trying to stack the shoulders one on top of the other. So you're taking that left hand and pointing that all the way up at the ceiling, while your right hand is down on the mat. So keep breathing in this twist and that extended lunge, and pull the belly button in while you do that. So try and think about all those little bits together, and you're getting a really good all over body workout and a stretch with this one. All right, drop that knee back down to the floor, coming back up to our center position. Take that knee up. If it was on the floor, bring it up, and then we're going to step forward to the top of the mat. Shake that out. Lovely. And we do the same thing on the other side. So right leg is forward, left leg comes back in that extended low lunge. Again, once again, got the option to drop that knee down to the floor or keep it up if you want. Then this time, as we twist, we're taking the left elbow. You can help it there if you like. Take that left elbow past the right knee. Prayer position, you're looking over your right shoulder behind you. So either you've got your left knee on the floor or it's still extended. And then to finish our twist, you're looking to drop that left hand down to the floor. So again, it could be on the outside of the right foot or inside, whatever works better for you today. And then we're reaching that right hand up to the ceiling. So keep breathing in these twisted positions. You're giving the organs a bit of a squeeze, but your leg is getting a workout. The glutes are getting a workout and a stretch. The arms are getting work if you're really reaching that right index finger up to the ceiling. Keep holding these. Keep working into these positions. Don't let them go slack. Then you get the full benefit of this. Lovely. Now drop that knee down as you spin the torso back around. Bring the hands back together in prayer pose in front of the heart. And we're going to lift that knee up. And then we're going to slowly bring ourselves back up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Lovely. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I think I do. Just starting to warm up now. Great. So we're going to do now, I'll get even warmer now. Just 2 rounds though of Surya Namaskar B. Well, it's a variation of Namaskar B, adding a warrior 2 in with the warrior 1. So this is where we're going to go down into chair pose as we go through this position. Okay, so inhale, hands come all the way up. And as you exhale, drop the arm down by your side, and then sit down in that imaginary chair. Dropping the hands all the way down to the floor, and take the hands out and up. Point the fingertips up the ceiling, try and bring those elbows in a little bit if you can. Look up through the ceiling, inhale. Exhale. Drop the hands down to the floor, hips up in the air. Step, jump back into plank. And we're going to drop down, hover, chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, down facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. So after inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. On the 3rd exhale, turn that left foot out 45 degrees and bring that right foot forward between the hands, sinking nice and low in that warrior 1. Really reach up with the hands. Try and drive the right hip back. Left hip comes forward. Both shoulders equidistant from the front of the mat as you sink a little bit lower. Thigh parallel with the mat, pull the belly button in. Then we're going to move briefly into our warrior 2. Once again, sinking nice and low, and then drop that right hand to the floor, cartwheel left to join, right leg comes back, drop down to the floor, hover, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale, exhale, push back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. On the 3rd exhale, turn that right foot out 45 degrees. Left foot comes all the way forward. Sink nice and low here. Get that left thigh parallel with the mat. Reach up with the hands. Nice and strong. really try and take those fingertips up to the ceiling, straighten that back leg, sink nice and low, pull the belly button in. Warrior two, left hand out in front, right hand behind, both equidistant from the mat. Then drop that left hand to the floor, cartwheel right join. Left foot comes back, we're in plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. On the third exhale, looking forward between the hands, and step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Fingertips fold forward. Then point the fingers down to the floor. Pointed fingers, pointed arms. Sit down in that imaginary chair. Bring the hands out, up in front of you. Point the fingertips up at the ceiling. Bring those elbows in. Look up to the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring yourself up. Stand. Shake it out. One more round of Surya Namaskar B variation. So from here, mountain pose, Tadasana, standing nice and tall. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, sit in that imaginary chair, nice straight arms, straight fingers, hands till they touch the floor. Hands out in front of you, point the fingers up at the ceiling, bring those elbows in a little, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, drop the hands down, hips come up. Step or jump back into plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga, push forward. Head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Left foot comes out 45 degrees, right foot comes forward into warrior one. Sink nice and low, get that right thigh parallel with the mat, reach the hands up nice and tall, pull the belly button in, push the right hip back, the left hip forward, and then warrior two, right hand out in front, left hand behind, sink nice and low, once again, pull the belly button in, then drop that right hand to the floor, cartwheel left to join, right leg goes back, drop down into chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Third exhale, right foot out 45 degrees, left foot comes forward between the hands. Once again, sink really low to get that left thigh parallel with the mat. Reach up with the hands, try to almost get the biceps to kiss the ears as you reach up. Driving that left hip back, right hip forward. Warrior one, warrior two, left hand out front, right hand behind you. Then drop that left hand down to the floor, cartwheel right to join, step back into plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga. Push forward, head up, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Push back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Looking forward between the hands, step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Then the knees, hands come flat out. Inhale, look up, fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Then point the fingers, point the hands, straighten out, bend the knees as much as you need to. Get those hands out and up in front of you. Point the fingertips up at the ceiling, bring those arms in, elbows in together, looking up, inhale. Exhale, up and out to the side. Lovely. Shake it out. Smashing. So from here, we'll go through a Surya Namaskar A to get us into first of our floor exercises. So, as ever, bringing yourself to mountain pose, Tadasana, top of the mat. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, hands come flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or jump back into plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So from here, from downward facing dog, what I want you to do is to split the dog. So we're going to take the weight into that left leg, so maybe bring the left leg slightly more center of the mat. Bring the right leg up as high as you can, point that toe. Then we're going to bring that knee in and up to the front. Now what I want you to do is to tap that knee down 10 times. 1, and then up to the chest as high as you can. 2, and up. Really work the stomach. Down to the floor and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, touch it down. 7, touch it down. 8, touch it down. 9, touch it down. 10, take it back. All the way up as high as you can. Inhale, exhale, drop it down, swap it over. Left leg. What's the weight now on that right leg? Split the dog. Left foot up as high as you can here. Point that toe. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring that knee forward, as far forward as you can. Between the hands if you can. And then we're going to drop it down to the floor. And then up as you can, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Touch the toes together. Take the knees apart. Drop your hips down towards your heels and lower yourself down into child's pose. Reach the hand out as far as you can as you let the head drop down to the floor. Breathe into the back. Really nice big inhales and exhales in child's pose. From there, I think we want you to come forward onto your knees, the top of the mat, and we're going to do camel pose. So initially, we are just going to lean back a little bit. So tuck your toes under. We're going to have a nice straight line from the shoulders through the hips to the knees. Engage the thighs, engage the stomach muscles, keep breathing, and just going to tip that a little bit. So it could be you just go back like 10 degrees and then straighten up. 10 degrees and straighten up. If you're going to want to give your thigh muscles a good workout and the stomach muscle, you want slightly something more advanced, keep going back until you really feel the workout in the thighs and that stomach is really engaged. So keep the hands by your side, really tip back as far as you can, keep breathing, and then all the way up. So basically, I want you to push yourself as hard as you like or as far as you can in this so that you feel like your legs are getting thigh muscles getting a good workout and your stomach is getting a good workout. So, second one is tip it all the way back as far as you can. Work the thighs, work the stomach, keep breathing, and then all the way back up. Number 3, inhale. We're going to exhale. Using the thighs, work the stomach, leaning back, and then all the way back up. Now, perhaps have a little twist, see how far your hands are from your heels. And what I want you to do is, if you can touch your heels, we're going to think this time about opening up the chest and taking your gaze slightly up towards the ceiling. So if you can reach your heels, then inhale initially, exhale to help you back into position, resting the hands on the heels. Now really think about opening up the chest, pulling the shoulders back, inhale. 3 breaths here. Now, to watch your back as you come out of this, bring the hips back as you bring the shoulders forward and the hand forward. So the hips coming back to make sure you don't try and use that back to lever you forward. Same thing again. Can perhaps try the other side first. So left hand back, taking your gaze slowly up, pull those shoulders back, nice arch of the back, take the chest, the heart to the ceiling, really breathe in deeply. On the third exhale, and you can take those hips back, you're going to start to roll those shoulders forward with the hands, bring yourself back up. Lovely. So we're going to do another one of those split dogs, but a different variation. So the stomach is going to get a good workout today. So we're just going to go from here. So you're going to get yourself back in the down dog. You're going to split the dog. And then when we bring the knee forward this time, you're going to take it out to the right hand side of the mat, out to the left and tap it down the middle. I'll talk you through it as we do it. So just bring yourself forward into down dog. Split the dog, take that right leg up in the air, really point the toes. Inhale, and now exhale, bring that knee forward to here. Now, out to the right of the side of the mat, then across to the left, and then tap it down to the middle. This is going to hurt by the time we hit the 10th one. So go as far as you like. Okay, number 2. Right, left, middle, lift it up. Right, left, middle, lift it up. 3. Right, left, middle, 4. Right, left, middle, 5. Right, left, middle, 6. Right, left, middle, 7. Right, left, middle, 8. Right, left, middle, 9. Right, left, middle, 10. Rest it down, toes together, knees apart, sink it down. Stretch that out. Just 3 nice big inhales and exhales here. And then we lift up, back into that down dog. This time we do it on the other side. So that left leg comes up nice and high in the air. Point it really straight line. Trying to get a straight line all the way through the hands, through the back, and through that leg. Now exhale, bring that knee forward. So remember, out to the side, left, right, middle, and up. That's 1. Left, right, middle, up to your chest. 2. Left, right, middle, up to your chest. 3. Left, right, middle, up. 4. Left, right, middle, up. Left, right, middle. 6. Left, right, middle, lift. Left, right, middle. 7. Left, right, middle. 8. Left, right, middle. 9. Left, right, middle. 10. Take it back, drop it down. Once again, take yourself into child's pose. Reach out with the hands. Breathe nice and deeply into the back as you do that. So from there, you're just catching your breath back for a moment, because this next one is actually going to allow you to catch your breath, because we're going to do a nice stretch pigeon. So pigeon, bring that right knee up behind the right wrist. Take that foot across as far as you comfortably can. So don't overdo this twist, it's quite a deep twist. So be aware of any pain in the knee or the hip joint, and then back it off if you feel any pain. Use this back foot, the left foot in this instance, to help bring you back upright. You're trying to get the torso as upright as you can, possibly over the hips. Otherwise, you may be sort of folded forward here, whatever. You're still getting a nice workout stretch from the outside of the thigh and into the glutes and into the back, indeed. So stretch it as far as you can. Then as you breathe in and out, so you're catching your breath, but also you're consciously trying to relax the muscles around the hips, so that this right hip might be sinking a little lower, a little closer to the floor. And then I want you to hinge. If it's comfortable, again, to deepen this stretch, try and keep a nice straight back initially, as you hinge at the hips, coming down onto your elbows initially, and then if comfortable, dropping your head all the way to the mat. Three breaths here. Then we're going to carefully come up out of that. Take the weight into the hands, so you carefully bring that right foot across, back to the other side, and then back. So now, same thing on the other side. Left knee up behind the left wrist. That right foot comes across to behind the right hand. Then we use that right foot to help bring us back and more upright. When you've used it there, you can flatten that right foot, the leg that's leaning back. Once again, gently see if you can sink that left hip a little bit lower. But again, if you feel any pain in the left knee joint or that hip joint, back out, lessen the extent of the stretch here. So 3 nice deep breaths here. And as you exhale, try and imagine relaxing that, all the area around the hip, just softening that area, allowing the stretch to deepen as you breathe in and out. Because your body is naturally protecting the joints and the muscles around it from sudden movement. So, but this is a controlled movement that you are, and you're gauging the amount of the movement, so be careful doing that. because the body just kind of switching off almost the body's natural defenses. Okay, we're then hinging at the hips. Try and keep that back nice and straight initially as you fold forward onto your elbows. Keep breathing as you then allow the head and the shoulders to sink towards the floor. And get the maximum benefit out of this stretch. Okay. The parakeets are getting a bit noisy out there, so if there's any issues with hearing or noise of the birds, maybe someone write a little note and I will shut that door. Otherwise, it's quite nice to have a bit of fresh air. Okay, so we're going to take the weight off that knee as you bring that foot, left foot, back, across, and then you're bringing that knee back. So now we're going to work the back a little bit with extended cat pose. We're going to extend, and then we're going to do sort of just raises on each side, 10 on each side. So initially, let's start with the right hand and left knee down. So extending the left arm and the right foot. So really point the toes of the right foot, point the fingers of that left hand, really reach out. Pull the stomach muscles in nice and tight, pull the belly button towards the spine. Then I want you to lift up. We're going to pulse 10 times. 1, 2. We're lifting up that foot by about 25 degrees and the hand at the same time. 3, 4. Take the foot up, the hand up. 5. A little bit higher. 6. Pull the belly button in while you're doing it. 7. Hand a bit higher and really reaching out. 8, 9, 10. Nice. As you can probably feel with that position, as you swap to the other side, you could kind of have your hand half held out and the leg, and you get a little something. But it all comes from having a really straight arm, really pointed toe. You can feel your stomach being slightly stretched as you pull the belly buttons in. So really reach out with that right hand and fingertip, reach back with that left foot and left toe, and now lift them up. 1, 2, you get much more of a workout and a stretch. 3, 25, 30 degrees up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest it down. So if you did child's pose with the arms forward, this time I want to take the arms back and just rest down for a moment. Okay, we're going next into side plank. So we've got a few variations here. So you can go on the side and lift the leg up. I'm going to add an extra one in though, for those of you who want to push it a little bit harder. So you can be on your side angle plank, but then what you can do is you can lift the upper leg and place it not on the knee joint though, just above it as we reach the hand up. And then those that really want to push it can go to the star position and then take that right leg up in the air. So you got your options. You're down, you're lifting that leg. You're up here and you're bending the leg here with the hand up in the air, or you're getting that leg up in the air. Okay, and we're going to drop down to chaturanga, up into our side angle pose, and then up into the pose that suits you. All right, so we're just starting on all fours. Okay, going into plank, drop down, chaturanga, and now as you come up, open up to the side, tipping onto this side, get the position that's right for you for the leg, open up with the hand, get the leg in position, 3, 2, 1, and then we're bringing it back down. We drop down to the floor, back up nice and steady. You can drop the knees to the floor anytime you like. Then we're on to this side. Get that leg in position, the hand in position. Really reach up nice and tall, 3 breaths. 2, 3. And we're going to drop to the other side. Just doing 5 on each side. That's 2. Drop down, back up. And you can, of course, basically lying down the mat. So do whichever variation is right for you today. This is number 3. Keep breathing. That's the key thing. Keep breathing. Take your time for this. Make each of the moves nice and slow and deliberate as you do them. Steady and with control. A nice flow of the breath. Number 5. Open it up. You can go straight into the start with the leg or go via the bent upper leg. But remember, don't stack it on the knee. Down and up into number 6. And again, you could vary them between these. If you need a little breather, then you might just want to do the one lying on the floor. Or you can just drop your knees for a moment and then continue. Pass one out. Otherwise, we're on to, anyone know, about 7. Keep breathing. Drop the hand down. Flipping to the other side. Opening up. Leg up in the air. Number 8. Dropping down to here. Coming, dropping down, chaturanga. Up on this side, number 9. Opening up, stack the leg. Lift that hand up, straight up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. One more, number 10. Dropping down, chaturanga. Keep those elbows in, tucked in nice and tight. And up again. Right hand in the mat. Stack that left foot on the leg. Keep that lower leg nice and strong. So thigh muscle is strong. Reach that left hand up in the air. Drop it back down. Well done. If you managed all of them, great guns. Touch the toes together, knees apart, hips down to the heels, and then flatten the torso down to the floor. When you come up, do grab yourself a drink of water if you need to. I think I need to. Get a little sip of water, get a little warm. Super. So, next one is another twist, which we're also going to add that extended leg pose to. So I might demonstrate first and then talk through it. So you inhale, and then same as if you're sitting down in a chair, you're going to drop the hands down, bring your hands up, and then when you're sitting in that measuring chair, bring the palms together, and then you're going to drop them over this side. Going to drop down to the floor and do our twist back to here. Then, if you can, we're going to add in the extension and drop the hands down once more to the twist and back up. So that you don't need to include the extended leg pose if you don't want to. You can just do the bend and then come up out of that bend as you need to. Otherwise, if you want to do the full version, the more advanced version, then just follow the whole flow through with me. Okay, stand nice and tall, head up, shoulders back, Tadasana, mounted pose, top of the mat. Inhale, hands go all the way up. Exhale, drop the hands down, arms nice and straight, fingers nice and straight. Sit down in an imaginary chair, turn the fingertips touch the floor, bring your hands out in front of you, point the fingertips up at the ceiling, bring those elbows in, look up. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the palms together, and you're twisting now. So you're in a seated chair position and a twist. Keep breathing here. Then you can drop that left hand down to the floor, open up, no, seated twist. Bring the hands back to the middle, and now you can just either repeat that or come out of that if you want. Otherwise, try and transfer the weight to that right foot while remaining in a seated position, and take the left leg back. Quite hard not to get a little wobble on there. So your left leg is back, right leg forward, dropping the left hand down to the floor. And once again, we're going for another twist. Reach that right hand, right index finger up to the ceiling, hands back to the middle, and then stay in Uttanasana Uttanasana. Bring the left leg forward, stay in this forward fold. Then we're going to take the hands out and up in front of you, inhale, and then exhale, drop the hands down, hips come up. Inhale, look up, exhale, fall forward. I want you here just to hang for a moment. So I want you to grab the opposite elbow. You're nice and warm now. So just allow the head to hang. Really feel the stretch at the back of the legs, in the lower back. Catch your breath and allow yourself to sit down. Keep breathing. Drop the hands back down to the floor, bend the knees slightly. Inhale. All reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands down by your side. Nice. We're going to do the same thing, twisting the other way. So, standing nice and tall. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Sit down in that imaginary chair. Hands down to your fingertips touch the floor. Your nice 90-degree angle behind the legs. Fingertips pointing up the ceiling. Bring those elbows in, look up the ceiling, inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands together and take that right elbow past the left knee. And then you're looking over your left shoulder towards the back wall while sitting in this sitting Uttanasana position. Then drop that right hand down to the floor and open up. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing in this constricted twist. Hands back to the middle. And then we're going to stay in this seated position. Hands, the elbow over that left knee. And then if you can, you're going to just step that right leg back. And you're likely to wobble a little bit there. Don't worry if you do. Drop that right hand down to the floor. Open up the left hand side. Reaching up all the way to the ceiling with that left index finger. Then bring the hands back together. Step that right leg in. Staying in this forward fold. Keep breathing. Back to center. Drop the hands down to the mat. Straighten yourself up. Fingertips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knee slightly. Inhale. Going all the way up. Exhale. Shake it out. Nice. Really nice. Getting down to the mat. Do some our back exercises. So, coming through our Surya Sun Salutation. So, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or jump back into plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga. Push forward, head up, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So really in this downward facing dog, when you're nice and warmed up, come up onto your tiptoes, push the head down and back, the nose towards the toes, get those hips up as high as you can, and now see if your heels will come closer to the floor than when you first started the class this evening. You might be a bit more flexible and have a bit more elasticity in your limbs. Great. So from here, I want you to just bend we're going to gently drop down to the mat, but I want you to try and scoop your nose to the floor, bending your elbows, trying to get your nose to the floor, and then scooping along, working the triceps as you do that. Then we're going into cobra. So point your toes, get your hands on the mat. Your fingertips are no higher than your shoulders. So if your hands are forward, up here above the shoulders, bring them back so that your elbows are high and your elbows are tucked into the body. Point your toes. And then I want you to arch the back, pressing gently into the hands. Really feel that the muscles, the lower part of the back, working. And then take the hands off the mat. 3, 2, 1, and then rest it down. Lovely. Second one of these. Tuck those elbows in nice and tight. Push gently into the hands. Arch the back. Then take those hands off the mat. 3, 2, 1, and down. Third one of these, point the toes, tuck those elbows in nice and tight, push into the hands, really arch that back, work those back muscles, lift the hands off, engage those muscles so you can feel them working from the middle of the lower back all the way down into the glutes. And lower it down. Now locust. Take the arms back along the line of the body, palms facing up, soles of the feet facing up. So on this one, you're aiming just to have the belly button resting on the mat. Everything else is up in the air, if you can manage it. Point the fingers, point the toes, and lift up. But I would like your hands high enough that you can touch them together behind your back with your arms dead straight and the hands straight. And take the soles of the feet up and down. Second one of these. Point the fingers, point the toes, and lift up. So remember, thinking about the legs and the feet, toes are pointed, the knees are off the mat. Don't rest your knees on the mat, get the knees off the mat. Take the hands higher and down. Third one of these, point the fingers, point the toes, and lift up. Take those hands up nice and high, soles of the feet up nice and high, and then rest it down. Lovely. Just a bow left in this sequence now. So, bend the legs at the knees. If you can, take a hold of the feet at the ankles, and then threefold movement. We're powering up the thighs, taking the shoulders back and up, and then lift the knees up off the ground. So you're creating that bow effect, and then rest it down. So, second one of the bow, to arch the back, power up the thighs, drive the feet away, then lift the knees up off the mat. 3, 2, 1, and down. Smash. Third, final one of these. Power at the back, work the back, power at those thighs, and then lift the knees off the mat. 3, 2, 1, and down. Super, great stuff. So just spin around to your sitting, and what I want to do here is a nice right angle. So the legs are pressed against the floor. You're not just, you've got soft legs. You're pulling the toes towards you. Your calf muscles are pressed down into the mat, and the thigh muscles are nice and strong, and you're sitting up nice and straight. Initially, you're just leaning slightly back there. So it's probably about a 110-degree angle or something. And then I want you to bring yourself conscious up to a 90-degree angle. And here, keeping a nice straight back and these engaged legs with the calf muscles firmly planted on the floor and the toes pulled towards you, I want you to keep that nice straight back and see if you can creep in 1 degree at a time to about 80 degrees. So you're just folding forward, but a nice straight back. That we don't want the back to curve. So nice straight back, shoulders back, head up, creep the fingers forward. So you're just working this flexion of the hip from the top of the legs, which is powered up and engaged, and this lower part of the back is not coming out, just creeping forward. Back up, probably to your sort of 100-degree angle. Take a couple of breaths here. And then once again, I want you to creep forward. Creep forward. Try and keep that back nice and straight. Keep your calf muscles on the floor. Pull the toes towards you. Reach forward and then rest it back. One more of these. Nice straight back. Take the shoulders back, head up. Creep the fingers forward. Keep those calf muscles on the mat. Pull the toes towards you. Reaching forward and rest it. Lovely. Seated twist now. So left leg straight, strong. Bend the right leg and lift it up and over the left leg. Then we're going to simply inhale. Right hand comes up in the air. Tuck it in nice and tight behind you. Sitting up nice and straight. Keep breathing. Inhale. Left hand comes up in the air. Exhale. Tuck. Take that left elbow past the right knee, and we're twisting, looking over the right shoulder behind us. Try and set up as straight as you can and keep breathing. So this is a constricted position. We want the squeeze to happen in the stomach. So the shoulders are strong and trying to twist almost in the opposite direction to your hips, but the stomach is where you're allowing it to go soft. And you're feeling the twist, the stomach folding up a bit as you give the organs there a little bit of a squeeze and a rinse out. Okay, lovely. We're going to now leave the legs where they are and bring your hands all the way over to the other side, and you're looking over your left shoulder behind you. Super. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Left leg this time comes in and over. Left hand comes up in the air. Inhale. Tuck it in nice and tight behind you. Inhale. Right hand comes up in the air. Exhale. Drop that right elbow past the left knee. Exhale. Twist around. Keep breathing. Allow the stomach to go soft. Allow the creases to happen in the stomach as you try and take your left shoulder back and you're bringing that right shoulder around in the circle. Lovely. Leave the legs where they are. Swivel your torso, almost imagine it swiveling the rib cage around on the spine as we look all the way over behind the right shoulder behind us. Then release and relax that. Just time for a couple of quick leg exercises before we have a little shavasana relaxation before the end. So just either with the hands under your knee or arms out either side, you're just going to tip back with a nice straight back, straight legs, till your knees, till your ankles, sorry, or your heels just come off the floor. Then get your hands in position, either straight up like that or behind the knees. And we're just going to point the toes and bring these up, legs up 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then keep the left foot up, drop the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right foot stays up, drop the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug it in. Straighten up. And then just one more of those, okay? Nearly there. Get the arms in position. Point the toes. Nice straight legs, nice straight back. Both down together. 1, 2, keep the knees together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left leg stays up in the air, drop the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right stays up in the air, drop the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug it in. Lovely. Now, I just simply want you to curl your back for the first time probably in the class, because we want to just try and allow each vertebra to make contact with the mat as you gently lower yourself down. So keep the shoulders forward, chin forward, and little by little you just allow each vertebra to slowly make contact with the mat as you just unfold yourself gently onto the mat. Finally, let the head rest down on the mat. Bring the arms out to the side. Let the feet fall out to the side. So I want you to lay down in Shavasana. Palms are facing up and the feet are falling out to the side. And then I want you to consciously bring your attention and your awareness to the breath. Deepen that breath. Deepen the exhale. The nice deep inhales and exhales as you relax the whole body bit by bit. So initially, relax your feet. Allow the feet to fall out to the side. Relax the feet. Feel the weight of the feet in your heels resting on the floor. Relax your calf muscles. Feel them making contact with the earth. Let them soften into the earth. Relax the knees and the muscles around the knees. Soften the muscles around the knees. Relax your thigh muscles. Feel them resting on the floor, almost imagining them softening outwards to make contact with the floor, with the earth. Relax your hips and waist and the muscles around the hips and waist. Switch off the muscles. Relax your stomach, muscles around the stomach. With each inhale, feel your chest rise and imagine drawing in new energy. And with each exhale, letting go of any tension and stress. Take your awareness down the line of your arms, to your hands, to your fingers, the back of your hand resting on the floor. Relax your baby finger, ring finger, middle finger, forefinger, and your thumb. And take your awareness back up the forearms. Feel the blood coming through the biceps as you come up to your shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Release any tension from the shoulders, slightly adjusting your shoulders against the floor and the earth. Relax your neck as you bring your awareness to the weight of your head resting on the floor. And as the back of your head carries the weight of your head, realize your neck can relax. So soften your jaw, even your tongue within the jaw. And then soften the rest of your face and your brow. Before you bring your attention back to your breath. When you're ready, bring a little movement back to the hands, to the wrists, to the ankles. And then very gently bring your knees up, bring your feet in towards the body. And then just slowly, gently roll over to your right hand side. And then bring your left arm across the body just to help bring you up to a seated, cross-legged position at the top of the mat. Press the palms together in front of your chest. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Well done. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Do join Faye or I for any some more classes coming up soon. See you soon.